Well, we must have entered into their broadcasting range.
Leave it on. I like this song. Where are we?
I'm not sure. I thought we see the cabin before we entered this little town.
It's hot and there's a lot of traffic. Why don't we pull over and check the map?
Okay.
Let's go in and ask for directions, huh?
Well...
Oh, come on. I know you hate asking for directions, but we drove all this way to get a good view of the comet. It would be a shame to miss it.
Well...
That one goes out to all you comet watchers, getting stars in your eyes. You're listening to Johnny Magic Man Mayfield, reminding all you space cases, the magic hour is 6:30. Have your mind blown by the far-out light show playing in the sky. Absolutely free.
6:30? It's really soon. Come on, we have to go.
Okay.
I'm gonna go see if they have some of that homemade maple ice cream.
Okay. Hey, I'm looking for Lansing Street. You know where it is?
Lansing Street? Never heard of it. You looking for a place to check out the comet?
Yeah, I'm heading up to my buddy's cabin. It's supposed to be around here.
Oh yeah? You and your girlfriend?
She's my wife.
Your wife, huh? She's pretty.
Did you find that maple ice cream?
No, but I found peas. Want to cool off?
I'm okay, thanks.
Oh, come on, honey. Give peas a chance.
No thanks. I think I'll just let you rest in peace. I'm gonna head over to the gas station to see if they know this town any better than the checkout dude.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I need a price check on...
Harry Nilsson wanting to be a spaceman. And we all know how he feels today here on planet Earth. It's 4:50 in the PM and you're tuned to 96.6 FM, broadcasting live from Route 128 in beautiful Twilight Creek, Maine. You're riding with the Magic Man, and before we get back to the tunes, we've got this hour's news bulletin from our own WBRB news director, Fess McEnroe.
Howdy and hello, this is Fess McEnroe with the hourly news bulletin. Today's big news, of course, is Gallison's Comet and its first appearance in 30 years. President Nixon will be viewing the comet from Camp David with his daughters and his dog, Checkers.
Nixon?
Vacationing separately, Mrs. Nixon plans to view the comet here in northern Maine. Many people have made the trek up to our fair state due to the close proximity of the comet, which will pass by right at sunset, providing spectacular views. Stay tuned for another news bulletin in 1 hour. The time is now 4:53. Back to the music.
Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. My motto's always been when it's right, why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night?
Excuse me, could I use your phone?
The line's down. No outgoing calls, no incoming calls.
Oh, is there another phone? It's kind of an emergency.
The phone's dead. I've been waiting for the repairman all day. You can wait too. There's a sofa. Or you can use the lavatory. The second stall is out of order.
Is there someone else I can talk to? My husband has disappeared and I don't know anyone else in this town. I need to contact the police.
I can page the station manager for you, but he's a very busy man. You can wait on the couch. Or use the lavatory. The second stall is out of order.
Could you please just page the station manager?
Dear, I couldn't help overhearing you say you've lost your husband.
Yes. It was so strange. Suddenly, there was just no one.
When did it happen?
A couple of hours ago.
And you say you're from out of town?
Yeah, we drove up from Boston to get a view of the comet.
I saw the comet on its last visit 30 years ago. A very powerful force, that comet. But look who I'm telling.
What?
Is there a problem here?
Oh, hello. I hope you can help me. My husband and I just drove into town and we stopped really briefly at the small market and he just vanished. Actually, everyone there seemed to disappear.
Well, sure. Today's the day of the comet and everybody's around town trying to view it. So maybe he went to one of the viewing parties.
No, he wouldn't have just taken off with someone else.
Well, how exactly do I help you?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you can make an announcement over the radio.
Ma'am, we don't let people come in off the street and make announcements over the radio during a live broadcast.
Live? I thought you were running a tape from the last time the comet came through.
A tape? Why would we do that? Ma'am, I'm a very busy man. There's a million people looking up at the comet, and I'm sure your husband will turn up sometime soon. I have to go.
There's no one out there. You know that, don't you?
God. Excuse me, where did you say the bathroom was?
Down the corridor, but the second stall
Is out of order, I know.
Soft-heeled shoes. Very clever.
Oh, you scared me.
You don't work here. You're sneaking around. Soft-heeled shoes are good for that. Not like mine, loafers. You can hear me coming for miles.
I'm sorry, I know I don't belong here, but...
Oh, don't apologize. We break rules here all the time. This is a rock and roll station. We all break the rules.
That's great, but could you help me? I'm trying to find my husband. He disappeared back in town.
Perhaps I could offer a bit of help. I'm the news director here.
Could you make an announcement?
The station manager wouldn't like me making a direct announcement, but I'll try to sneak something in.
Well, I thought you said you break rules around here.
Aha, so we do. Very good picking up on that. Okay, what's his name?
Chuck Sinclair.
Chuck? Chuck, short for Charles?
Yes.
Had to ask, you never know. Could have been Chester. I'll try to sneak something into my bulletin.
Thank you very much. Just tell him to come here to the station.
Okay, I'm on in 5.
I can't wait for my shift to end, man. I mean, I hear this comic's gonna be pretty rockin'. It's like one of those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities, you know? I mean, dig it. I'm taking the whole night off just to go sit up on the roof and watch a fireball fall through the sky.
Right on, man. Hey, maybe I'll duck out and join you at some point. But hey, there are folks out there saying that the world is going to end tonight when the comet passes by.
Hey man, relax. People always say that kind of stuff when some big cosmic event's going down. The world never really ends, man. I mean, people just don't learn from history. And you know what that means. They're doomed to repeat it.
I guess people will just believe whatever you tell them. Hey, maybe we can make up some crazy rumors about this comet, and people will start believing them, and they'll start worshiping us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah! Okay.
Very funny, guys. Very funny. I like the way you guys bend the rules. Big stories. Hey, nice socks, Hal. Just wait till you hear my newscast. It'll blow them right off. Is this song over yet?
Almost, Fess. Keep it together, man.
So what's going on in the world today, honey?
What?
I don't get out much. What's the state of things?
You mean like the war?
War? Is the Vietnam War still going on?
Vietnam?
All right, babies. Pretty soon I'm gonna be calling it a night and turning things over to Howlin' Hal Hannigan to deliver you the solid groove. But first, we've got this hour's news with that giant of broadcast journalism, Fess McEnroe.
Thank God, the newsman's about to make an announcement about my husband.
Right now?
Yes.
I don't think so, honey. He's about to spill coffee all over himself.
Only about 30 minutes until the comet will hit its closest point to the Earth. And in local news...
Whoa! Looks like we've had a little coffee accident here, folks. We're gonna be going back to the music now.
How did you know that was going to happen?
You haven't figured it out yet, have you?
Figured what out?
This place, these people,
What about them?
they're not real.
Thanks, you've been a big help. What is wrong with these people?
My dog Lucy has eyes just like mine. Just like mine. Daddy's gonna buy her a set of glass ones.
What?
You got pretty eyes. Wait, don't go. Come play with me.
I see you've met Eva. You have to learn to tune out lost souls like her. They'll drive you crazy if you let them share their pain with you.
What are you talking about?
This is a waiting room. That's what we're doing here, waiting. But lost souls like Eva have waited too long.
What are we waiting for?
I was waiting for a change, a break in the routine. And here you are.
What do you mean change? What routine?
You hear this song that's playing? It's about to end. Next, he's gonna play On Top of the World by the Carpenters. Now he's gonna say, All right, loyal listeners, the hour is approaching. If you check the sky, you'll see it's changing colors. No, that's not you, man. That's the comet. Don't freak out. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
How did you do that?
We're stuck in a spatial memory, the same 12 hours over and over again.
I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Don't you get it, honey? Your husband hasn't disappeared. You have.
Grace? Grace? Hey, I'm looking for my wife. Have you seen her?
I saw you come in with her.
No, I mean, did you see her leave after?
Nope.
You're sure?
Yeah, I would have noticed.
I've checked all over the store.
Sorry, dude.
Lost again?
No, I'm looking for my wife. She did come by here after, didn't she?
Don't think so. I saw some women heading over to the school playing fields to watch the comic with everyone else.
Well, if you do see her, tell her I'll be back.
Sure thing, pal. Watch out for those freaks out there.
Today marks the dawning, brothers and sisters, a dawning of new age, an age not of reason and enlightenment, but of chaos and confusion. An era in which there is no safety from harm, a safety from fear. The sky itself is falling past us today. Who is going to save us? Not our government. Not our community. There is no one looking out for us. And soon we will all disappear, one by one by one.
Comet!
Comet! Comet! Comet! Comet! Comet! Comet! Comet! Comet! Comet! Comet! Comet! Comet! Comet! Comet! Comet!
Excuse me, officer. I'm looking for my wife.
Is she one of these cultists?
No. We came here to see the comet, but
Listen, buddy. I'm not a marriage counselor. Maybe your wife needed a break from you, okay? This is a two-cop town, and we're both working this nutso rally. If she doesn't turn up in 48 hours, file missing persons report.
I've just got this weird feeling.
Look around, buddy. Everybody's got a weird feeling. It's a weird night. And I've got my hands full. This will be over in a couple hours. I'm sure you'll find her then. Okay?
Lost your wife, have you?
Yes, have you seen her?
There 1 minute, then poof, she was gone. Am I right?
Yes.
I thought so.
Who are you?
Name's Lewis. I'm a bit of a specialist in this kind of scenario. I have an idea of what's happened to your wife.
You a member of that cult?
No, I'm no cultist. I have facts to back up my beliefs. I used to teach at MIT, you know. The comet. The comet is a very powerful force, and it carries a lot of energy with it. And sometimes that energy collides with energy on the Earth. And that friction creates little rips in our dimensional plane.
Our dimensional plane?
You see, your wife has fallen through one of these rips into another dimensional plane.
You know, sir, I really should get...
I had my doubts too at first. I was studying spatio-temporal frequencies when the comet passed through Twilight Creek 30 years ago. One of my researchers was taking light measurements in the churchyard when she just disappeared.
Okay, assuming that my wife got sucked up by a black hole in the frozen food section, how do I get her back?
I don't think you can get her back. I'm sorry to break the news to you, son. I know how you feel.
What do you mean you know how I feel?
That researcher we lost, she wasn't just anyone. She was my wife.
Are the phones still down?
The repairman still hasn't come.
That's it. I'm taking care of this myself.
Big mistake.
In a few moments, he will cause an electrical fire that will burn this whole place to the ground.
What?
Don't worry, dear. We won't burn. The spatial loop will begin again from the point when the comet first entered the Earth's stratosphere 12 hours ago.
So all these people will die?
These aren't people, dear. Not anymore. All the folks in this station are just echoes of the past. 30 years in the past for you.
And they're living the same day over and over?
The same 12 hours, over and over. They never get older, they never remember. But we will.
I don't understand. How did we get here?
My husband's theory had to do with excess light given off by the comet. That's what I was testing when I got sucked in. What were you doing?
Just relaxing by the freezer case in the grocery.
Did you see anything?
No, my eyes were closed. I was just listening to the hum of the freezer. Then the cashier called for a price check. I remember there was feedback.
Feedback?
Yeah, the microphone kind of screeched when he talked into it. That's the last thing I remember.
Feedback. Could sound waves be the trigger? What time is it?
Almost 6:30.
The comet's gonna pass us soon. It's worth a shot. We don't have much time. Come on. All this time, I thought it was light that affected the comet's probe, but sound could affect it.
Is she an echo too?
No, dear. She's like us. She's just been here much longer. Her signal's faded, just like ours probably will. There are many others, but their signal's so faded that you can barely see them now.
Oh my God. They're everywhere.
Tune them out. They've always been there. You've just never seen them before. Come on, we still have a chance.
All right, precious children. The hour of the comet has come, and the show is about to begin. I'm gonna go leave you with some Led Zeppelin while I go and get a front row seat myself. I'll be right back after this trip to Kashmir.
What are we doing?
Back in your grocery store, the frequency of the feedback may have collided with one of the pockets of energy created by the comet. If that's what happened, we're gonna try to get back the same way.
How are we gonna do that?
The comet is going to be passing over us in a few minutes. Maybe if we can send out a lot of feedback, it will collide with the comet's energy in the real world and open a door enough for us to get back through. The fire is starting. We've got to act fast. The 12-hour loop will reset exactly at 6:30, and we'll lose our chance.
How are we going to create feedback?
Like this.
This was the last place that I saw her.
You know how many of these frozen dinners I've eaten over the years since my wife disappeared?
I'm sorry about your wife.
You still don't believe me, do you? Well, that's alright, son. I can't say it's given me much peace either. What?
Oh, I was just thinking about a joke my wife and I were making before she disappeared. What is that? It sounds like there's music coming from it. Grace! Grace! Are you there?
Chuck!
Grace! Grace, can you hear me?
Yes, oh God! Yes, Chuck, I hear you!
Is this your husband?
What do I do? They're trying to get in!
Grab his hand! Grab his hand! Tune him out!
son. You might fall in too.
I think I've got something. It's a hand.
Pull, son, pull. Esther, it's you.
What? Louis, I never thought I'd see you again.
What? What about my wife? Was she with you?
She was with me. She lost her focus. She let the lost souls overwhelm her. The loop has started over again. The comets aren't aligned in both worlds. She can't get out.
What? They're not... Grace!
It'll be another 30 years before the comet is aligned in both our worlds and hers.
I wish I could be around then to help you the way you've helped me. But she's still in there. If you keep the faith, you'll get her back. Come, my dear. I have so much to tell you.